Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am updating you on my bullet journal and everything that I'm kind of doing and stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you will probably know that last weekend I made a post and I was talking about how I just kind of felt a little bit unhappy with my current bullet journal, this one, that it kind of felt messy and I don't know, just not really me, if that makes sense. So I felt a bit disenchanted with it, I suppose, and I really wanted to go and get a new lecture and start a new bullet journal right then and there, even though this one is not even halfway through being finished. So it was a bit of a struggle, and I have to admit I did give in, and I have in fact purchased a new like-term notebook for a new bullet journal. So why, how, and is that something that's okay to do? Well, I'm here to tell you that it is perfectly okay to do if you feel that you need to. Even though I realize that for a lot of people, one, purchasing like-term notebooks is expensive. So I realize that, that's not a luxury that everybody has, and so I don't want to make anyone feel like something's wrong with them if they can't go and buy a new notebook on a whim or something. It's not going to be for everyone, and I struggled with it as well. I didn't immediately go out and get a new notebook. It was something that I thought about for a little while before I did. Normally for me, I find leaving half a notebook would be ridiculous. Like, I would see it as being wasteful, but I do have a plan for using the rest of the old notebook. So it's not going to waste. At the moment, I'm still using my old one. I have until the end of January going in here. And I will begin doing daily logs and stuff in February in this one. But the reason it says January is because there are other things that are like January related, and I also began setting it up in January as well, so that's why it says January. So as for the old one, this one here, what I plan to do with it is to use it as a space where I can test out different ideas and stuff before putting them in here. The only reason that is kind of important to me right now is because I do make YouTube videos about bullet journaling, and there are some things that I might want to show you guys that I don't necessarily want to use myself in my main bullet journal. You guys might want to see how to do something with a fancy Dutch door or whatever, and I can use this to do that without it like affecting my own personal kind of style. But of course I will still show you this new bullet journal. I will definitely be doing things like my monthly spreads in here and going back through and showing you what I've been doing for weeklies and stuff, because most of my weeklies are pretty much the same kind of thing at the moment, which I feel like making the same kind of videos each week about weekly spreads and stuff can get really boring because they are literally pretty much the same thing every week. So you probably won't be seeing so many plan with me weekly setup type videos. I maybe will plan to do one of those a month if I'm doing anything different. Otherwise, I will just do like a little mini flip through of the previous month at the beginning of the next month or at the end of the month kind of thing, if that makes sense. But I also want to introduce a few more videos that just have general tips and that kind of thing. So if you have any questions about bullet journaling, please do leave a comment down below if there's anything in particular that you would like to know or that you would like to see me do. So some of you might be specifically wondering what it is about the old bullet journal that I don't like and what I want to do for the new one, basically. So this is the old one, and for me, I think the main thing that I don't love about this is just kind of, there's a lot of stuff in here that I put in here thinking I would definitely use it, that it would be useful and necessary and helpful, and I based a lot of that off what I did in my very first bullet journal. But as the months have gone on, I just haven't used a lot of it, so it feels like there's a lot of empty space. And also the goals and stuff that I set up, the system is not working for me. I did make a video about goals just before the new year, which I will link down below. And in that video, my reason for wanting to use this was that I could easily switch these different like action steps and measures out, and that would be, you know, a little bit more versatile and stuff, which it is, and it does work, but it's not the system that I want to use right now. There's another system that I'm using that is working better than what this is. So I feel like I have a lot of wasted space in this planner. And then I also felt like design wise it was really disjointed, and I know that you can do anything in a bullet journal and it's really okay. Like it doesn't matter if you have wildly varying styles, because if that's what you like, then that's what you should do. But I'm not loving it. Like, I look at these and I mean, this is okay. Like, it's not too bad. Like, I don't mind it. But, and I really like this. But at the same time, it just feels really disjointed to me. So I'm kind of not really feeling it. When I look through this, it doesn't really give me a sense of joy or pleasure, which is kind of sad, because part of having a bullet journal for me is the creativity and getting to have that joy as I experience both setting up the bullet journal and using it and then going back through and seeing everything. I wanted to start a new one that was just a little bit more cohesive feeling for me with less stuff. And I also wanted to have fewer collections before I start doing my monthly logs and dailies and everything. I just feel like this has such a huge chunk at the beginning that's everything but what I need to plan my days. I also want to note that I will still be using some of the spreads in my old bullet journal. For example, this Project Life one. This is not something that I need to have with me all the time, so I'm just going to keep filling it in this bullet journal throughout this year, unless for some reason I want to move it over. I just don't feel like there's any point in copying it over into a new one, so I will just continue using this one. I have put my graduate diploma overview into my new planner because that is something that I need to have with me, or like to have with me quite often. And the same with my 30 books to read in 2017. I've also migrated that over into my new bullet journal, as well as my books to read list, because those are both helpful things to have with me wherever I go. Things that I'm not including in my new bullet journal is this business development kind of timeline of like YouTube stuff. You know, maybe I can fill some things in here if I want, but really there isn't really any point. This is my analytics tracker for YouTube and everything. I will probably just continue filling this out in this one because I don't need to have that on me all the time either. So that is pretty much it. That's basically the why of switching to a new bullet journal. Yeah, I know it might sound really crazy to some people because I have such a huge chunk left. But as I said, I do have plans for using the rest of this bullet journal. And therefore, this will not be the last time that you see this lovely turquoise notebook on my channel. So that's it for this video. I am not going to be showing you my new bullet journal in this video. I just wanted to update you on this little change and also reassure you that if you are going through something similar, it's okay if you want to change your notebook. It's okay if you want to get a new one and start a new one. Like, it's really not the end of the world. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you liked it and don't think I'm too crazy. Let me know down below if you've experienced something similar, if you've, you know, started a bullet journal or something and got halfway through and thought, oh my gosh, I don't love this. I do not love this, and I don't know what to do. So let me know if you have experienced that yourself and what you did about it. Did you get a new notebook? Did you persevere? Did you just like stop bullet journaling for a while? Please do let me know, because it's really interesting to read about, and I'm sure other people would love to read those comments as well. Anyway, as always, if you have any questions, please leave them down below, or you can get in touch with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Those are all listed down below in the description. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!